I see that our Chauncey does have quite the fan base. It's easy to see why. He's really something, isn't he?
Quite the fan base indeed. Anyways, welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans, to another really awesome episode of Spider-Man PS4 101. So just to update you guys in case you have missed it, but I don't think anyone here has, there has been a really awesome new showcase of Spider-Man PS4 footage from Game Informer. And not only do we get awesome new footage of Spider-Man PS4 from this trailer, but we are actually going to get a monthly long coverage of the game from Game Informer this month in April. And alongside of all this craziness, there has been a lot of news updates going around about the game on Twitter from Insomniac and Game Informer, and I'm here to update you about all of it. So the first thing I have to talk about right off the bat is that Insomniac have 110% confirmed that we are going to get the official release date for the game tomorrow. And if you guys already saw my reaction to the trailer, you know I was close to being in tears, so I know for a fact when we actually see what the official release date for the game is, I know I'm going to be sobbing like crazy. Just knowing that we've been waiting so long ever since the announcement of this game all the way back in June of 2016, and now seeing how tomorrow we are actually going to get our official answer of what the release date is just makes me super emotional. And moving on to the main Game Informer-centric news, we have a post from their Twitter page stating we've played Spider-Man on PS4 from Insomniac Games. We'll talk all about the game's open-world web-slinging on this week's Game Informer Show podcast. Get ready. So just be sure to stay tuned to Game Informer's website to make sure that you can listen to this awesome podcast that they're going to have. Now moving on to the final part of the Game Informer news, we have what they said on their website talking about an awesome article for everything that we can expect for the coverage this April. So for starters, the article states, May cover revealed, Spider-Man. We played Insomniac Games as Spider-Man and we know its release date. The May issue of Game Informer is loaded with new details about the Wallcrawler's highly anticipated return to video games. Our hands-on impressions reveal what you can expect from the open world, the missions, side activities, collectibles, and more. We also dive deep into the web-swinging controls, combat complexity, and surprisingly deep upgrade paths, which include suit crafting. We spent 2 days in Insomniac's studio learning about the development team's vision for Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. The team said the best Spider-Man stories are when Spider-Man and Peter Parker's worlds collide. That's exactly what they want to achieve with this game. Our 14-page article features new screenshots, concept art, and details from Insomniac's creative director Brian Intihar, game director Ryan Smith, art director Jacinda Chu, lead writer John Paquette, and more. We take you through the opening of the game, the first mission, and plenty of open world exploration. We also reveal the names of villains you may or may not know. The issue's cover features custom artwork by famed painter Alex Ross. You can take a closer look at the full cover by clicking the image below. And in case if you haven't seen what the Game Informer cover looks like already, this is it from Alex Ross, and it looks absolutely magnificent. And to continue with the article, beginning tomorrow, Game Informer's website kicks off a full month of additional Spider-Man coverage, including gameplay footage that shows off the open world and combat. You may even see Spider-Man wearing different suits. In the days that follow, we'll take you inside Insomniac's studio for interviews with the developers and the actor who voices Spider-Man. And I don't know about all you guys, but this just makes my hype level
Over 9,000!
over 9,000! So just to recap parts of that article, I'm just super intrigued that they actually confirmed things like suit crafting and upgrade paths. Not to mention the fact that we're actually going to be getting a behind-the-scenes look with Yuri Lowenthal, who's voicing Peter Parker in Spider-Man PS4, soon. And I am just beyond pumped to see all this go down. So with all that news out of the way from Game Informer, I want to take a look at this awesome trailer to showcase things that you may have missed about the game's footage. So the first thing that's right off the bat easy to spot is that this is a brand new suit for Spider-Man in the game. This is nothing new since Insomniac have confirmed that alternate suits will be in Spider-Man PS4, but just actually seeing what one looks like is awesome. And there's a lot of discussion talking about this could be the Homecoming suit or the Raimi suit. I don't think it's either of them. I think this is just the standard classic Spider-Man suit that we all know and love. The next really interesting thing to point out is actually seeing rain in the game. And given that some people were actually concerned that there wasn't going to be rain in the game, Jacinda Chu went on Twitter recently stating this: yes, Spider-Man PS4 has rain. Which then fellow Spider-Man PS4 fan OK went and replied to Jacinda by saying, woohoo, thank you, something you guys added after fans wanted it, or was it already in there? I'm sure you can answer that, at least since we've gotten a confirmation that there will be rain in there. And then Jacinda Chu awesomely replies to OK by stating, rain's been in since the beginning, as Evan Filarca pointed out a while ago. I just thought it was interesting so many people were asking about it, not that we didn't have it. So of course, Jacinda confirming rain is in Spider-Man PS4 and actually seeing what it looks like in the game is beyond amazing, but hopefully that there will be other types of weather in the game, like maybe thunderstorms, lightning, or maybe snow, but we'll just wait and see. Now the next part of the awesome gameplay footage that we saw that not a lot of people are noticing that much is is actually this awesome mini-map. So they've clearly upgraded the mini-map from how it looked in the E3 2017 demo, and we can also see some really interesting icons on the map as well. So as we already know, it is confirmed that New York City is going to be quest-filled. However, we can actually possibly see what some of them are going to be in the game. The first one is obviously a green backpack, which I have no idea if this means that this is possibly Peter Parker's apartment icon. Maybe we can go in the feast shelter. Maybe we can switch between Peter Parker and Spider-Man. I don't know, it just looks super cool, and I can't wait to explore what this actually could be. The next thing is this little purple circle, which looks like to have a fist kind of exploding in the icon, which I think will either be a petty crime or something that we have to fight in the game. But those two little teases of the side activities in the city just get me super excited, and I can't wait to see what the others are going to be. So the second to last thing not a lot of people may have noticed is actually on the lower left-hand corner where the Game Informer logo is covering it. It actually points out a control of X saying point launch. Now what we see is that Spider-Man is starting to zip towards the sign, and then the logo appears for the point launch indicator for pressing the X button. This shows to me that you have to press X in order to launch off a certain point which you zip to, which is super intricate and very detailed in how the way you can traverse in the game. This also indicates that there's going to have to be a lot of skill required in order to swing properly, just like in Spider-Man 2. And the second to last point I want to bring up about this awesome footage is actually showcasing that there are two options of this sign here. So the first one is obviously to perch, and the other one, which is more important, is to throw. So we already know that there's going to be environmental takedowns in the game. However, I think this also indicates that we can do environmental takedowns on bigger things in the city like signs. And given how we saw Spider-Man stop a full-blown truck at the end of the footage, I can definitely see that his strength is going to be unmatched in this game. And that just gets me super pumped. Anyways, guys, that's all the recent news roundup for Spider-Man PS4. This is literally one of the greatest days of my life, seeing this footage and actually knowing that we are going to get an official announcement of the release date tomorrow. I just can't believe it, and it's actually incredible. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go back and cry in tears of joy right now. Peace out.
And scene. And scene.